guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make a bling template from start to finish. Not create the template, but I'm going to show you how to download a bling template from Etsy, use it into Leonardo, put it in a Leonardo Design Studio, and we are going to cut with the Siser Romeo. And I'm going to show you how to do that from start to finish. And we're going to make this shirt today, you guys. I purchased this template off of Etsy, and then I downloaded it onto my computer, uploaded it to Leonardo Design Studio, cut it with the Siser Romeo. I got a perfect cut. I did not have to remove not one single flock dot from my template, not one. It was a perfect cut, you guys. So I'm going to share with you my cut settings. I'm also going to share with you a troubleshoot problem that I had. My Siser Romeo blade was, anytime I would cut my rhinestone templates, because there's a lot of holes that have to be cut and there's a constant circular motion that's going, it would cause the housing on my blade to loosen, which would make my blade shoot up into the housing, and it would no longer cut my template, and it was just creating a huge problem and a huge mess for me. So I did purchase some O-rings from Amazon. I'm going to show you those O-rings. I'm gonna have them linked down below if you are having the same problem. This definitely worked for me. I no longer have that issue. So we're gonna talk about that in the video, and then I'm going to share with you my cut settings to get the perfect template cut. Okay, we're doing all that today, you guys. So yeah, definitely go ahead and stick around for that. Y'all, look at this bling. Okay, go ahead and stick around for that. All right, you guys, so we are going to start off on the computer here. I'm going to show you exactly how I download it, upload it, all of those things. Okay, so I'm in my Etsy downloads right now. This is the file that I just purchased, and this is the young lady I purchased it from, Lady Print Boss on Etsy. I think I got a couple of her templates. They're very cute. But anyways, I did purchase this Crafty Boss one, and I'm gonna go ahead and download. So she has a couple different files here. This one says you can do glitter and stones. This is Crafty Boss Fountain, and then this is the Crafty Boss 2 colors, which is, I'm assuming this is the one I want to do for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this file. And then as you can see, it's up here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save this to my rhinestone template. So all I do, I have a PC. I basically take my file and I drag it. I do have a rhinestone template folder, and I'm just gonna go ahead, drag and drop it right into my rhinestone templates folder. So now it's in my folder and it's all good to go. Now I'm going to go to Leonardo Design Studio and open that up. I'm showing you guys exactly what I do start to finish, okay? I'm going to go ahead and maximize this. This is my Leonardo Design Studio. It's still loading. I'm currently, I think I'm still using, no. So I did have the free trial for the Pro, but it looks like it ended. I am going to go ahead and purchase it. I need to go in and add my card information because my free trial is over. But I'm definitely going to get the Pro. Okay, so I'm in Leonardo Design Studio now. I'm going to go up to File, Import. We're going to go to my rhinestone templates, and then we are going to pull in the Crafty Boss, which is this one here. Okay, so there's a couple different import options. I only want to do the cut only. So we're just going to be doing the cut only. I'm going to hit next. There's a couple different colors here. I'm going to leave those like that for now. And then I'm going to click apply. So I didn't see the somewhat before, but she does tell you here how to size it, okay? So it says set design to 8 8.070 by 11.532. And this is for the 10SS rhinestones. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and ungroup. I'm just going to move this out of the way for now. And then I'm going to highlight all of this just to make sure it's the right size. And it is. So we have 8.070 by 11.532, which is what this says here. So that is the correct size. I'm going to not touch it. We're going to leave it just like that. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And then the somewhat I don't want. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just delete that as well. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to my cutting mat. I'm actually not going to use a mat. No, yes, I am. I am going to use a mat for this. So I am going to use a 12 by 12 cutting mat for this project. I am going to be using, no, I'm going to use a 12 by 24. I'm sorry. So I'm going to switch this to 12 by 24. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these. Okay, so I want these two pieces, Crafty Boss, to cut together as one. So I'm going to turn this black, and then I'm going to select these two and group them. So I want this to cut as one piece, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna turn this black too because I just wanted to all cut on the same mat because I'm just cutting out some flock. So, but this is gonna be this is gonna be my outline color. This is going to be one inside color, and this is gonna be another inside color. Okay. I want them to all cut on the same mat, which is why I turned them all black, but I separated them because I need them to be in separate pieces, cut in separate pieces. And then we are going to cut the whole thing on the 12 by 24 mat. I am going to use my mat with my Romeo today, even though I don't necessarily need to. With the new flock, if you're not a beginner to rhinestones, they did change the flock, or the new flock that we have is a little different. If you are a beginner and you're just using the flock that's out now, then you're probably used to the tackiness and things of the flock that's out now. But prior to this flock, there was some other flock that was a little bit different. So I've noticed that for me, when I use a mat with my Romeo and the flock, I get a better cut than if I don't use the mat. So for, the purpose of this video and getting a flawless, cut, I'm going to go ahead and use my mat today. Okay, so this looks good, looks the way I need it to. I'm going to go ahead and send design, and we're going to do all artwork that fits on page. And then we're just going to leave it exactly how it is, and we're going to hit send. Okay, so what I like to do, we're not going to mirror this. Okay, I do like to have the auto weed box around just because I don't know, even though this is a pretty big design, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like that. Okay, so yep, that looks to be about good. So I'm going to go over to the Romeo. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to load it, and then we are going to go ahead and cut and then brush these in together. All right, you guys, so here is my Siser Romeo. It is a 24-inch cutter, and I absolutely love it. Okay, but real quick, kind of troubleshooting problem. If you are, if you just got your Siser Romeo and you're cutting flock, an issue that I was having was because there's so many little holes that have to be cut out within the flock. An issue that I was having was here's the blade. This black ring here, this is an O-ring. basically there was a space between the gold part and the silver part, and the blade is supposed to stick out of your housing a certain distance. And because there was so many holes that had to be cut, what was happening was this gold part here was loosening, which was making the blade go up into the red part of the housing, so that the blade was no longer actually cutting the flock. It was just, this red part was just hitting the flock, but it wasn't cutting because this gold part had loosened. So to combat that, what I did was I went on Amazon and I purchased this O-ring kit. I want to say it was like $8 for 950 pieces. Literally, I only used one, but it has a whole bunch of different sizes. I think it was like $8. I will leave a link for this down below. And basically all you do is you put the black O-ring in the space between the gold and the silver part. So now, you know, you can't really move it. You would have to take this O-ring out or off, and this gold part here can't loosen and travel upwards, making your blade go up. Okay, so that's what I had to do. I know I heard a couple other people was having the same issue, so I just kind of wanted to share that piece of information. And again, I will link the O-rings down below. I got them from Amazon. It was 1-day shipping. I got them in 24 hours, and I believe they were less than $10 for the whole kit. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I have my flock on my standard grip mat here. I did leave the backing on, so the backing is still on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load this. There's some arrows here. You just want to line your mat up with the arrows underneath the rollers. Okay, I'm just adjusting my table here. I need a longer table. Okay, and then you want to line up the blade at the front of the flock. Now, with the Siser Romeo, you are able to create settings, okay? Preset settings. So all you have to do is kind of push a button. So hopefully you guys will be able to see. I have my cut settings here. I'm just going to go ahead and push that. And then it is already on flock, but it's already set to flock. So if I go out to my settings, you have HTV here. When you purchase the Siser Romeo, it will come with a certain amount of settings already on it. They have their Siser Easy Weed setting, the Brick 600, the holographic, glitter, metal, all of those came on the machine already. You got your PSV, which is the I believe the regular permanent vinyl, and you have glitter, pattern plus, blackboard, holographic, etch, starling, and then you have other. There was a couple here. I have my flock setting already excuse me, already preset. And my cut settings that I have gotten, you know, pretty good cuts with is my cut speed is at 13 and my force is at 63. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead on my computer and press send to cutter. And then I'll let you guys listen to the Siser Romeo for a second, just so you can hear it. I mean, it's not like super quiet, but I mean, it is a, you know, vinyl cutter. You can hear it, but it's not bad at all. And it actually cuts out pretty fast. I've timed this in comparison to a Cricut. So I cut this file twice, once on the Romeo and once on my Cricut. On my Romeo, it took about, I want to say 13 minutes, something like that. On my Cricut, it literally took like 40 minutes to cut this out. Okay, so it's definitely faster than the Cricut. I will have a link for the Siser Romeo down below. They do have a smaller version of this, which is called the Siser Juliet. It's a 12-inch cutter. I think the maximum is 13 inches that it cuts. But I will have a link for the Siser Romeo down below. You can use the same link to purchase the Juliet if you are looking for just the 12-inch cutter. So check the description box. Y'all, the flock, the rhinestones, all of that will be linked down below. So definitely make sure you check the description box. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and let this template finish cutting out. I will let you know. I'll come back when it's done. We're going to brush in the stones and press it, obviously. But I'll also let you know how long it ended up taking this file to cut. So I will be back. All right, y'all. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's see what Romeo did. Let's see what Romeo did. So it just got done cutting. I haven't even, you know, taken it off the mat yet. I'm going to go ahead and weed this. Let's see, let's see. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I like that. Okay, I like that. So far, not one dot. Hold on, am I in the camera view? Can y'all see this? Oh, because it's pink, y'all can't see it. But look, y'all, not one dot. Okay, I like that. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all see that? Not one dot. Do I have one? Do I have even just a single dot? A flock dot? I don't think so. I don't see it. Nope. I like that. Alright, so now, y'all, my braids keep getting in the way. I have to trim this. So I'm just going to put my ruler here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut here. Oh. Alright. So this is the first template here. Sorry, y'all can't really see. But here's the first template. Not a single dot was left. Y'all, I absolutely love my Romeo. Absolutely love it. I haven't tried every single cutter out there, but it's, okay, a very good cutter. Siser did a very good job with this cutting machine. Oh my gosh, my braids. Y'all, my braids. So, this is the new flock that I was talking about. I don't know if y'all can see how like sticky and gooey it is. To be perfectly honest, I'm not a fan, but it's like, it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. So if you are new to rhinestones and you're coming across this video, there was some other flock that we used to use. It was the same brand, the same kind. It was just, oh my gosh, it was just a little bit different. What I'm doing now is I'm taking the flock and I'm putting it on some cardstock. I use cardstock. Some people use the chopping mats from Dollar Tree or Amazon. It's really your preference. I'm just using some thick cardstock. which the reason why you would do this is so that you can actually brush in the stones. There's some people who don't do this at all. They just kind of stick it to the table. I don't do that. So I just put it on the cardstock, and then if there's any like white pieces left, I just cut those off. All right, and there is the first part of my template, okay? And then you just brush the rhinestones on top. So what I'm gonna do is get my other two on some cardstock, get them cut out, and then I'm going to pick out some stones. I'll come back, we'll brush them in. I'll talk about brushing them in, I'll talk about the stones, and then we'll go ahead and press. All right, you guys, so this is the full template. This is going to be the outline. This is going to be the inside of Crafty. And then this is going to be the inside of Boss. Okay? So, I did the same thing. I just used cardstock for the back of these two as well. And just cut the white parts off of the cardstock. Okay, so now the reason for anybody who is a beginner, the reason that you would cut the white parts off the cardstock is because in order to pick up the stones, you have to use a transfer mask. If you leave the white parts of the cardstock around when you go to pick up your transfer mask, the transfer mask is going to rip the parts of the cardstock that are showing. So then you're not going to be able to reuse that mask because it's going to have paper on it, the cardstock paper on it. So you don't want that. So you want to cut the white parts out so that when you lay down your transfer mask, it doesn't rip up the cardstock when you pull up your stones. Okay, so that's why you cut them off. All right, so for today's project, I'm going to be using the Baby's Booty rhinestone. If you are new to my channel, these are the only rhinestones that I use. Miss Eve Lowry, she sells rhinestones. Her channel is called The Baby's Booty. She does all things rhinestone, and she sells them at bulk price. For today's project, I'm going to be using Labrador on the outline. These are SS10. I'm going to be using Tanzanite for the word crafty, and then I'm going to use Violet Ice for the word boss. Right now, if you're watching this video before September, I think 10th, 2023, she does have a buy-in going on. She does them once a month. I'm going to leave her website link down below, so you can definitely check out her website if you are interested in rhinestones. But she does a buy-in once a month. All of the information will be on her site. So basically what I do is I just pour them out a good amount. It's easier to brush them in when you pour a lot. So I just pour a good amount on there. Now I have several kinds of brushes that I like to use. Okay, so this is the first brush I've ever started out using. It's just a, it's actually a paintbrush. I think it's called either a trim brush or an edge brush. You can get them from Lowe's. You can get them from Amazon. I will leave a link if you want the link for Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. But you can get them from Lowe's, Amazon, and I believe Home Depot as well. This is one brush. This is another brush. It's called a, this is a handy painter brush. Basically, it's kind of the same material. It's just bigger. I know another brand company that sells rhinestones, they call it a monster brush. I didn't purchase this from them. I think I did get this from Amazon as well. I'm not sure. I don't use this that often, but this is one brush that you could use. And then Eve has brushes. This is a bling brush. It kind of looks like a dog bone a little bit. You brush with the first side. I know she said that this is really good for SS6. I'm still kind of working it out as far as like how to use it, because I'm so used to this smaller one. So going from this one to this one is kind of like a big change or whatever. So I'm still working on it. But she did say that this brush is really good for SS6, which I don't have a whole lot of SS6, you guys, like at all. I feel like I'm getting pretty complete with my my SS10 collection. So I'm thinking about starting an SS6 collection. I don't know. I have a lot of SS10, you guys. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this one because I just work faster. So I'm thinking about, yeah, starting an SS6 collection because I do have, I wouldn't say I have every color, but I think I have most of the colors that I'm interested in as far as the SS10. I'm going to be placing an order for my, during the buy-in this time for September 2023. I do still have to place my order. I'm going to order some topaz. I don't have any topaz, so I think I'm going to go all topaz colors this time. She has smoked topaz, regular topaz, topaz AB. So I think I'm going to get all of the topaz options for this buy-in because I don't have any. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just brushing like the pile of stones kind of in a circular motion. That gets them to kind of fall into the holes. And then once I get them all into the holes, I just kind of sweep it in a downward motion to get the excess off. Okay. So we're just brushing in a circular motion, and then you sweep, I sweep downwards to get the excess off. But when you get a really good template that has, you know, nice size holes, and you have a really good brush and, you know, a really good setup, brushing them in is actually pretty easy. As you can see, I'm brushing this in pretty quickly. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue brushing this in. I'm just going to kind of speed up the clip so that, you know, I don't waste too much of your guys' time and I don't make this video too long. But I'll let you guys still watch me brushing the stones. I'm just going to speed the clip up. Alright, so I do have all of my stones brushed in, so we are going to go ahead and press. I'm using a Bella Canvas black t-shirt here. This is size large. I want to say it's 100% cotton. Yes, it is. It's 100% cotton. I'm just going to do a quick little lint roll. And then I use my t-shirt ruler faithfully just to kind of line up my shirt here. I only need it basically for the outline, which is here. So the first one we're going to press is the outline. And if it's not perfect, it's fine because it's mine, so. Alright, that looks to be about good though. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and press. This is going to be at 350 degrees for 12 seconds. I am using my 16 by 20 Ricoma auto open heat press to do it, and I believe the pressure is like a medium pressure. Alright, and then you can just peel it hot. The brand transfer to, and you know what, y'all, that looks crooked. Oh well. Oh well, and I'm missing a stone. The stone got left on my little paper here. So I'm gonna have to place a stone right here. And that kind of looks a little crooked, but it's alright. Again, it's just mine, so no worries. But now I'm gonna go ahead and layer in the inside of Crafty, and that fits perfectly. Alright, and then I'm just gonna get one Labrador stone because for whatever reason one of them didn't pick up with my transfer tape. I'm just gonna place it right there. And then I'm going to cover, because there's some stones exposed here, just going to go ahead and cover it with some parchment paper. And we're going to press this one again, 350 degrees for 12 seconds. And then we got one more layer after this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, Labrador is one of my favorite colors. I basically use Labrador anytime I need a silver. It's definitely my go-to. And I love Labrador and Tanzanite together. They just play off each other like it's a good light and dark combination. I love Labrador and Tanzanite together. But I love Labrador, Tanzanite, Violet Volcano, Violet Ice, the Light Cyan AB, the Rose AB. They're all my favorites, you guys. They're all my favorites. And then again, if you missed it, I am using Labrador on the outline, Tanzanite for the inside of Crafty, and Violet Ice for the word boss. And OMG, that looks so good. Let me turn y'all, you guys, so you can see. OMG. This template is so pretty. I did show in the beginning where I got this template from. If you scrolled to the end of the video, go back if you're looking for this template. I am going to try to remember to leave her Etsy shop link down below. It was Lady Boss Prince. I'm not for sure. I'm going to butcher it. I'm not even for sure, but it will be linked, and it was shown in the beginning. But you guys, look at these stones. Let me turn this off a little bit. Okay. All right, you guys. So I definitely wanted to show you how I'm able to cut my templates with the Siser Romeo. That was the reason for this video, basically. I know a lot of people are getting into the Siser Romeo and the Siser Juliet cutters, and you guys, I get a perfect cut every time with my settings. I also was having that issue that I used the O-ring to fix, so I did wanted to bring that to you guys as well. Everything I use will be linked down below, you guys. The O-rings will be linked down below as well. Definitely make sure you check the description box if you have any questions about materials. Any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below, and I will try to either answer them or make a video about it. But that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye, guys.